Happy Hump Day, everybody. This is Lifestyles with Eric. It's been a few days. I'm back. What's going on? We are live. When you come in, make sure you hit the like button, please. Hit that thumbs up. I promise you it doesn't cost you anything. If you're not a subscriber of Lifestyles with Eric, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Hit your bell for notifications. I promise you, you won't be disappointed. Um, you're not just a subscriber. I say this every day or every time that I go live. I'm sorry, but your family. We're a small group, but we care about each other. We're intimate. We big up each other. We comfort each other, and it's all love and all family here on Lifestyles with Eric. So again, if you're not a subscriber, don't just watch Lifestyles with Eric. I want you to hit that subscribe button. I want you to hit that bell for your notifications, and you'll know what's coming up for me. Somebody was suggesting that I do the game night again. And, I really like to get game night going again. I just need participation. That's the main thing. I need participation. I need people to be members. That is very important. Being a member of this show and being a part of this show for the last 7 years means you need to be a member. And that's just what you're going to have to do at some point. I mean, if you rock with Lifestyles, you need to join the membership and really, really tell me you're rocking with Lifestyles. I appreciate everybody that supports Lifestyles with Eric, but we need more members, definitely. Hello, everyone. What is going on, Miss Kenyatta, Miss Reality Checks? What's happening? Thanks for coming in. Happy Wednesday. Happy Hump Day to everyone. Happy Hump Day. I know you saw the title. I don't know if you're confused about it, but I'm definitely not confused about what I saw over the weekend on Sunday as the church was having service. We're going to wait to get a few people in and we'll discuss it, talk about it. We'll get your opinion on it after I give you my opinion on it. But we're definitely going to talk about it. Hey, what's going on? Alone Broden, thank you for coming in. Miss C. Jones, thank you for coming in. Thank you. If you're not, again, a subscriber of Lifestyles with Eric, please hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for your notification. Again, you are family and you won't be disappointed. I promise. I promise. Thanks everybody for, hey Harlem, for liking the food. I like to keep the food going. I'm a foodie. I like to cook. That's one of my hobbies besides doing my art. And again, I appreciate everybody hitting that like button on those food items that I cooked. Some trolls were saying my food looked like shit or diarrhea the other day. I thought that was hilarious. I think another person said, I hate you. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Who are you? I don't know. Sometimes you get some trolls on here, but that's okay. At least they watched. That's how I look at it. At least they watched the video. So again, everybody, thank you for coming in. We've been having some up and down weather where I'm at. Cold, super cold, actually colder than Alaska the other day. And we're bracing for some possible weather this weekend. So we'll see what happens. I kind of hope we get snowed in. Why not? But we could use the snow, the moisture for a better spring. And I know spring's coming. I'm marking down on my calendar. I'm one of the people that crosses out every day. Just to get to March 19th, it's just super important to me. So I want to hear some birds chirping. I want to smell some flowers, see some flowers blooming, and all that good stuff. So happy Hump Day to everybody. Happy Wednesday. When you come in, make sure you please thumbs up the video, like the video, please. I promise you it doesn't cost you anything. I will not charge you to like the video. Thank you. Exactly. Fine with me too. I got a lot to catch up on. I can watch some TV as long as I got some vittles, something to eat in my tummy. I'm doing okay. So tomorrow I'll get a few items from the grocery store. Like I said, we're possibly going to get some weather over the weekend, maybe some snow, some significant amount. So just in case, I'll make sure I go and get some groceries. Definitely. I do not want to be caught with my britches down and no groceries. And nobody to rescue me and throw some food in my stomach so that I don't pass out like the cartoons. So anyway, um, and yeah, Harlem, we're gonna have to do another live again. So you let me know when you get some time. Let me know when you got some free time so we can get together and do another live. I know you work your I think evening job. So you let me know again when you get some free time for me, please. Now I'm getting the sniffles just a little. Hold on just a second, people. Hold on. Had to blow that nose. Okay, Harlem, thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Okay, people. So you saw the title. Um, I want you to read it again for me, and we're going to read it together. Protesters slash idiots slash demonstrators. Is there a difference? That's what I want to know. Is there a difference between protesters, idiots, and demonstrators? Now, mind you, this isn't the 60s where people demonstrated. I'm sorry, not demonstrated, protested. They were not violent. Even the hippies weren't violent. So Don Lemon, former anchor or journalist at CNN, um, did some dumb shit last Sunday, and it's unapologetic what he did. And to be totally, hey, Lucky, and to be totally honest with you, I haven't in my lifetime seen anybody storm in a church for their cause. I have never seen a group of people that stood for something go in a church to this to try to say something crazy or, hey, Carolyn, to pull somebody out of this church or to again to protest whatever they're protesting inside of a church on a Sunday when people are worshiping. Everybody has different political views. People have families. Some people don't have families. Some people are in the military. When we go to church, nobody knows what's in the inside of us. Nobody knows what we're going through. Nobody knows what political affiliation you run with or that you vote for, or whatever the case is. You go to church to worship normally. Okay. I know sometimes it's a fashion show for some churches, but that's neither here nor there. But normally you go to worship in church. You normally don't go to church expecting somebody to crash in your church, accuse the pastor of being a part of ICE, which people are forgetting that ICE is a federal agency. They work for the federal government. They're not some rogue organization that goes around snatching illegal immigrants up and taking them away. This is a federal organization. They're just like the ATF, the FBI. I mean, I don't understand what people are, doing all this protesting and all this crazy shit. It's getting out of hand. And mind you, the black people or the black women that I saw in this Radical Justice Network shit group, I'm sorry, that Dumb Lemon was with going inside this church that is called the City's Church. The pastor is David Eastwood of Minnesota. Now, I don't see a lot of, this is what I keep saying to everybody. I don't see a lot of other people fighting uh, for us when we need help. But I'm really getting tired of people fighting for the wrong thing. We've always had an immigration policy before President Trump, before President Biden, before President Obama, before President Clinton or Bush or whatever. We've always had an immigration policy. For some reason, people think that Donald Trump, our sitting president, created ICE. He didn't create ICE, people. They were already around. If you go back and listen to some things that President Obama said about immigration, he stood on what he said and he did it. The only difference is that he spoke more eloquently. He did the exact same thing, though. He got illegal immigrants out of here and got them back to their country if they were here illegally. Hillary Clinton said the exact same thing. Why in the hell are people in Minnesota defending child molesters, people that they're looking for that have SA'd women and children? These radical demonstrators slash idiots slash protesters are protecting these people. It makes you wonder what is going on. Why would they be protecting somebody that is a criminal? Not just because they're illegal and not from this country, but because they're a criminal and they've done criminal acts. That's what a lot of the people in Minnesota are defending. And I don't like it. They're trying to turn this country into some third world fucking country. And I don't like that either. When you move to another country, you have to assimilate to the country, period. So anyway, let's get back to what we were talking about. So so-called protesting, it's flat out BS and propaganda is what I think it is. These are violent people, and if you don't agree with them, they want to hurt you. It's either they're either Antifa or they're paid protesters, allegedly. But to storm in a church and disrupt service is completely wrong. Now they're saying that Don Lemon could possibly be charged with some sort of act that they created when the Ku Klux Klan was really rampant, and saying that you have a right to assembly, or to, your religion or church or whatever, and nobody can interrupt that when you're in church. So what Don King and the other protesters did was illegal, completely illegal. Churches stand by different rules, and you can't storm in a church and demand that the pastor be pulled out of there because he may work for ICE. Now, if the pastor was a police officer, a federal agent, or whatever, that's his job, that's his business. But on Sunday, he was being a pastor, if that's even true. But for them to do that and to shake up that church while children and people were there, like they keep saying ICE is doing to, families and stuff, this was just totally wrong and stupid. And I hope that I don't see that shit again. I truly hope that Minnesotans wake up, and I hope that that's not the majority of what I see on TV. I hope that's not the majority, meaning the people. I'm hoping that those are just weirdos that are traveling around to different cities and states to cause havoc, because that's what I truly see is going on now. You can't tear up and burn up cities to get things done. That's not what is going to make it happen. But what I've been saying is just completely wrong. And that's just my opinion. Whatever your opinion is, I'd love to hear it. Harlem, the world is going crazy. I know, again, people have their sentiments about our president, but they don't know him personally. And if you can go around the way he speaks sometimes, the man is playing chess. He went over to Venezuela. and did something that Joe Biden spoke about, but did not do it. He's a man of words. And when he says he's going to do something, he does it. Now they're saying that former dictator President Maduro of Venezuela is telling everything, spilling the beans on all the people that he was doing drugs with, dealing drugs with, bribing or whatever he had to do to get his drugs sold, excuse me, through our country. So if he's telling on some of our constituents or some of the people that are in the high political arena, then this was a chess move for our president to go and get a dictator whom was holding his people down, and the people were excited and happy when this happened. If they can get back a real democratic system where people get voted in instead of saying they're just going to be the president forever and hold his people in bondage when that's an oil-rich company, then you got to get those people out of there, and you got to let a new regime come in that is going to be voted in by the people. That's the way it's supposed to be. But since I know chess and I'm understanding politics a lot more than I've ever understood them, because I have a personal political analyst that's close to me and my family that I'd love to get on this show, and I'm begging her to get on here. So since I can call her and get any advice I want on politics, that's the reason why I am getting more familiar on the politics and the political scene. I'm so glad that I'm learning more. Excuse me. Pardon me. I'm so glad that I'm learning a lot more about politics and the whole, both sides. I'm learning who I am. I'm learning what I believe in and what I stand for. And I'm not going to let any man or woman knock me off my pedestal because I believe in something and I'm strong about what I believe in. I'm a strong man. I fear God, not man. I'm a common sense type of individual, and I'm getting really tired of people that are acting as if they have no common sense anymore. People are up in arms about shit that they shouldn't be up in arms about. We need to get our country back together. That's the bottom line. That is my opinion. And I'm 53 years old, and I remember when our country was in a lot better shape. I don't mean when white people had something. I mean when everybody had a little something. Gas prices were decent. The roads and stuff were decent. Everybody had a little something, and nobody was knocking everybody upside the head to get it. So that's what I'd like to get back to. Seriously. Less government, lower taxes, own our own business, own my own business, everybody thriving, making money, doing us. Instead, we've got people coming over here that aren't from here that have one whole street of businesses when a person from here can't even start a business or get the capital or funding to start a business. So let's get back to that, people. Let's help one another as Americans. If you're here legally and you're not from this country, I welcome you, salute you. You are an American citizen now. Don't forget your heritage, but you're now an American citizen. So you have to act accordingly. You cannot make this your country. You can make the inside of your home your country, but not the Americas, okay? But that's my spill on that tonight. Give me your opinion. What do you think? Protesters, idiots, demonstrators, any difference? Is there any difference now? We're not seeing peaceful anything anymore. If you don't agree with somebody's opinion, you're a hater. If you don't agree with somebody's opinion, they want to put their hands on you. I'm not saying the right side do that. I'm saying the left do that. If you don't believe in trans, you're a hater. They want to hurt you. If you don't believe in boys being in girls' bathrooms, you're a hater. They want to hurt you. If you don't believe in abortions, they want to hurt you. I mean, this shit is crazy, but yet some of these people are saying they're Christian. That's a whole nother subject, okay? Because that's a different type of Christian. Oh, I believe in abortions, but I also believe what God said. Okay. Okay. You don't believe in life, but you believe in what God said. So I'm not a pastor, nor am I God. So I'm not going to judge you, but think. Think about what you're saying, people, and what you believe in. And I think from the bottom of my heart that you'll make the right decision at some point. So the word of the day is common sense. We all are born with it. Can we start utilizing it again? I'm Lifestyles with Eric, and I appreciate everybody coming in tonight. Thanks for participating. If you have any comments, any ideas, drop the comments in the box. I'd love to see what you had to say. Give me your thoughts. Have a great rest of the week, and I'll see you guys soon. All right. Take care. Like, share, subscribe. I'm Lifestyles with Eric. Have a great night. All right. Bye-bye, people.